Okay, we're back. Happy New Year's, guys. What's up? How is everything going? Today I'm just gonna be recapping, like a small recap of my tournament, which occurred in Colombia. I know you guys might be a little bit surprised that I'm having red hair. It was definitely one of the more interesting Christmas I've had. Just celebrating the holidays with family in Colombia, and just hang over there, just playing some chess and simply having a good time. And yeah, I just want to go quickly through the games. So I'll show the first game and then a nice game that I won, and then the last game, and that's it. I'll just wrap up the recap. So alright, so we get the move e4. Let me just turn off sound really quick. I had black in this position. If I can just go a little bit more down and flip the board here. Boom and boom. And I think, yeah, it looks really nice. So I was playing against my opponent. This was in Colombia, Cali. It was a tournament called the Feria de Cali, which is in translation the Fair of Cali, and Cali is like a city in Colombia, so it was really nice to go visit there. The tournaments were like 10 minutes away, so it was like really close. And overall, I found it to be a really good opportunity because it was very cheap, to play there, and a lot of strong players, way over 2,000 were there. So yeah, this opponent was named Mora Munoz Alejandro. Played e4, plays d6, knight c3, d5, knight f3. He goes for the two knights, and I decide to go for the bishop g4 line. h3, bishop takes, queen takes, e6, g3. And here after bishop d2, I did have the option, let's say, to go knight f6 if I remember correctly. Can I go knight f6 in this position? Yeah, after d3, yeah, some very interesting lines with bishop b4. And I was considering f6. I also had the opportunity to go d4, but I just need to study the lines more clearly. I wasn't quite sure what to do. I decided to just take, which is very interesting. It creates some dynamics in the position. But I thought, like, this is just like a normal blitz position, bishop e7, castles, and knight f8, knight e7, and it's a very interesting position. The evaluation of it is like 0.3, and I knew at this point he's gonna come out with me with everything he's got, g5, h5, h6, or maybe g6, sack a pawn, and he's just gonna go all out. And I decided to go for this move after g5. I decided to go for e5. Point being that I expected d5, and luckily I was calculating for quite some time now this move e4. Point being, if you take it, I now have. I originally was thinking, yeah, bishop takes before, the queen f3. Now he changes take, and if he just takes here, knight e5. Knight e5 says appear. I was originally just gonna take back, which is fine. Rook takes c1, then knight e5. And I think my position just practically, I just loved my position because I thought, okay, you know, equal material, but his king's more exposed, and the pawn structure, I prefer it to be as black. But actually, no, yeah, queen takes b2 here would win. But yeah, I just thought bishop takes b4 was really good, and for that reason, he took queen b3. And here I kind of messed up. I misevaluated the position because I thought that after trading queens and taking the pawn, that it would be really good for me. But as it turns out, after this move of knight bd7, it's just completely lost. Do a knight c3 and take stakes, b6, g5, knight e6, rook c8. He wins a pawn, and I have to shuffle back and forth as I trade off a pair of rooks. We were both nearing time pressure until he played this move bishop h3, which is an inaccurate move, gave me rook c4. And the idea is that if you were to take and go rook d4, this endgame is actually a draw. Like king e6, king f1, or is it a draw? Yeah, it's a draw with like precise play. That's what I was calculating. Um, but apparently, if you go king f1 here, this is just completely lost. Yeah, it's just lost because then you can just take, and then these pawns are just isolated, which I was evaluating, and that's when he realized that he completely blundered away his advantage. So after he traded, I took, and he just gave me back the pawn. I was able to regain the pawn. I pushed, I went here, king f7, I couldn't defend the pawn. I went a3, important move. And here's the bang where not to try and swindle this, try to grind it down. But in the end, I was like, let's not do any bullshit. Let's just be smart about this. So I played rook takes c3, and then just took the pawn. And then after a couple more moves, I did eventually was able to win a pawn. But it is a draw either way. And after a couple more moves, we end up in a draw. So pretty interesting first game. And for the rest of my games, you guys are gonna see right here. For the next 7 games, like legit or the next like let's say 4 games, I drew 3 games and won 1 game. And this game was really, really nice that I won. Um, but this is not the best game I played. The best game I played was against this guy Chosen Julian from France, and I really want to show that game because that game was amazing. Now keep in mind, like every morning I was sick. I was very, 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 very sick. When I played this tournament, I had like a fever. Um, before I was in the airplane, and then once I landed in Colombia, it became worse. I had like a really weird cold, lots of congestion. I still have a little bit of congestion right now, so I feel a little bit off. But I guess it's just like a flight thing. Like after I land somewhere, like I get sick. Um, usually it happens anytime in December, January. So yeah, just normal for winter. And nah. All right. So in this position, I have black. This is a game I won. Um, Knight f6, c4, he sits. And I'm not really gonna cut much into the opening because at this point it's just all super normal. I try to just play normal chess. We both castle. I go for this interesting knight h5 idea to kick back the bishop, go knight g7 with the idea of maybe going bishop f6 and trading off these light square bishops. Because if we were to trade here, the position is really interesting for black. I wonder what the evaluation is. The evaluation is like 0.2, but it's really, really unique. I think I rather prefer black because there are potentially going this knight on b6 and c4, and clamping down with b5 to stop the minority attack. But in the game, this happened. I continue normally. Let me just turn up the engine really quick. Yeah, just play the normal chess here. So b5, a6. After a couple moves of shuffling back and forth, we reach this position which the engine claims is pretty quality up until f4, which I thought was very interesting because my whole idea is that after e4 I go queen d5, and we eventually go into this position where I just start going for king's Indian attack type sub, and I'm extremely thinking hopeful in my chance. I love my position. I love the idea. I'm going straight all in h5 g4, trying to just slam him hard against the wall here, and just simply just crush his skull right in. And it was just like really, really, really kind of exciting. He goes rook c1. I go h5, knight h4. Sorry, knight a4. Then I go g5. We get knight to b3. I'm sorry, knight b6. I keep confusing the notation. I don't know why. Knight b6, bishop b6. A takes, a takes. H takes, H takes. Sorry. We get rook c5, rook d8, rook c6. I go king f7, and then he just doubles. And here there's a moment that he missed, where I played this move of rook d e8, and this is a blunder. And the reason why it's a blunder is because white has this move of b5. And after takes, he just pushes his pawn, and it's a pass pawn, and he's just winning the game on the spot. However, we're both under time pressure, and he has to go back with rook to c6. I went king g7, rook d6, rook f7. He doubled, and guys, this is one of the most interesting moments of the game. I think this game is the best game I played in my entire life because it is such amazing. Like the move I played here, I played e3. I sacrificed the bishop. He takes it. I go g3, and the engine here says it is pure equality. It should be a 0.2, but it's very complicated line. So let's say rook b3. If I were to go king f8, then just pawn takes, and then push king f1. If I take it, he would have check and king e7 to knight takes. It's a fork. He wins the rook. Game over. No more attack. So the best move here would be king h7 after check, which is on the way to draw. If pawn takes, then f2 is apparently also winning at higher def. Is it winning? Wait, so king h7. So pawn takes is winning at higher def, which is interesting. And after king f1, oh no, it's still equal. It's still equal. Yeah, that's where takes c3. And here white still has to go with check and king g8 because check here now just rook g7 I believe, and you have to give up the rook. So this line does give equal, I don't know for black, but you have to. There are some like lines here where you have to literally give up the exchange in order to sacrifice. Well, no, not sacrifice. In order to like basically salvage the position, which is simply it is feasible, it is possible to do it, but under time pressure, we did not interest. He decided that after g3 to take the pawn, I play f2, and after king f1, the idea is really simple. It's not that I trade a pair of rooks and say, okay, I'm down a piece, I'm gonna resign. No, I trade and enter here, and now I'm fronting check. Once the king moves, I just queen. So my opponent was just shell shocked. He had to give up the rook. He played knight takes. I went here with the idea that after he moves the knight to f4, I go rook h8. He blocks, and I go back again, fronting the same idea. He had to give up the knight. I went f8, pinning. I took here, 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 and here, and my opponent resigned the game. This is definitely, I think, the highlight of my career. I think this is potentially the best game I played in all my life. Now, be that as it may, it's against a 2000, so it's not all that exciting. But for me, to be able to beat these guys, it definitely shows I do have the strength to be able to beat 2000s, 2100s. Like I was undefeated until the last round, and I was sick, like with a fever and a cold, and yet I was still playing at this level. So I was really, really proud of myself. I even saved lost positions. Like there was so many lost positions I had in this tournament, and I saved them. They're like +1, +2, some of them even +4. So it was just like incredible, like the amount of resilience I had in this tournament. I was just gaining rating. I was gaining like 56 points of rating up until the last round, which unfortunately I did lose. But in the end, the result didn't change much. I won 52 points of rating. So I am extremely proud with my performance, and I'm just going to show you guys the last game I played. If it's right here, I don't know why I clicked out, but it's fine. And pretty cool. Let me just go find the tournament here. And this is against a friend that I actually met during the tournament. Really, really cool guy, Esmeralda's Huachi Anderson. And Anderson is a really, really cool guy. I played. And now let's just get into the game. Again, I had black in this position. All my games in which I could have won, I have black, or that I want to have black. I won one with white and one with black. Let's just get into the position. Anderson, again, this tournament has a theme. Whenever I go into these steps, they all play the F3 lines, and the F3, the notch variation is such an interesting line. I played this D6 idea, which I was looking at Arjun's games, and I felt like this idea with D6 is just so unique. Or maybe Arjun didn't play this, but like I felt like he played something similar to this with D6, and I thought it was just really, really nice. And we eventually just transposed into a type of anomaly where after I should have played 95 in this position, I didn't. I played H6 after B3, H6, and he played A4, which is a really weird move. Of course, he's trying to prevent B5, but I think it's a little bit more exaggerated than it really is. I played 95, Bishop C2, Bishop C7. Here after F4, it's not shocking. I'm winning the game, but I was completely sick. I did not see, um, or like I did not feel any hopes of trying to win the game more. So I was just trying to simply secure the draw and just go home and just claim my 60 points of elo that I had just won. But unfortunately, not every tournament. You can't just have a perfect tournament unless you play super well and play super sharply. I saw Bishop G4, and I don't know why I thought he could just get out, but there's just no defense. Even the best lines with like Queen D2, you just take it. The best line is just F takes and give up the exchange, which is very interesting. The point being, let's say he takes the knight, you would take on C3, attack the rook, and let's say rook A2. Now you just yeah, you can just take the rook, play bishop D4, then take with the rook. The end just says this is more precise, and then rook C5. And then there's this huge pain in your pawn. Position's just wide open. Black has more space, and again, it's quite sad I did not see the move. In the game, after F4, I played knight G4, which is still fine. He played rook F3. I went Queen E7, which is a bad move. He played H3, and then this line is forced, where I found this really nice combination of Queen D8, takes, and then Knight E3. Point being that once he takes my rook, he falls into a fork. And this endgame should be a draw, but again, I'm desperate to just simply get a quick draw. So I don't even think it. I just play Knight E4, and I'm just blitzing out these moves for no reason. I should be taking my time here, and I'm not. Like, I just felt completely tilted, and I allow him here to just get the only chance of ever win the game with the move A5. And I play rook E8 after bishop C3. I go for rook E4 after H4. I go rook E7, and the position right here, a higher depth, is just completely winning. Gives G5 after H5, bishop D2. He has this very unique plan, which he finds in the game, which is bishop B3, moving king from F3 to D3, and then going for the B4 push, because all these two pawns are very, very weak, and they're the pawns that eventually are going to cause me to lose the game. So we get a bit of a shuffle, king 2, king E8, king D3, king F7, and this position is lost. Or not lost, it's inferior. Here I thought, okay, bishop D8, point being after E4, let's say you take, I take, and you go here. I thought this was just like not, this was just fine, because if you ever go C5, I'm able to just take, and after bishop takes, bishop check, I thought this position was okay, but apparently it's just completely lost. Like, there's no moves. And what I had not seen was that after b4 takes, bishop f7, I thought rook b6, and I would go rook e7, with the idea being that after c5, I go rook e7, and he just takes. And I thought this was just a draw. And it is a draw. But what I had missed was he doesn't have to take the pawn d6. He could just go c6, and this is where all hell breaks loose. At this point, there's no defense. I could just resign. I was completely heartbroken. I missed this super idea, and it still pains me to have lost the game. I played b takes, b7, rook check, and here after the end, the broadcast ended here, or did it end here? Yeah, no, I think here I resigned. I had played king d8 and he played bishop e6 check. Point being after king 8, it's just main one. Like this is just game over. So yeah, I mean, if we were to go back to the start, I think on a good day, if we just go for the game here, after f4, I would easily have played bishop g. I saw bishop g4, but again, I just felt very, very sick and very tilted. I did not feel like I had the strength. I just simply wanted to take a draw. I hadn't eaten anything in the morning, and I had been sick for a whole week, and yet I was still playing at a good level. So for me, I was just simply happy with a draw, and that was the wrong mentality. I should not try to move fast and get out there and try to eat something. I should just stay sharp, stay focused, and simply find a simple idea. Just evaluate that bishop g4 is winning. I did think in my head, bishop g4 must be a winning move, but like I'm not gonna go into that, which is stupid. I should have just kept calculating, and bishop g4 indeed would have won me the game. I would have finished with 5.5 points, but it is what it is. At the end right here, you can see I gained 52 points of elo. I'm extremely proud of my performance. Because if we were to look at all my opponents here, let me just scroll down. You could see here that I drew a basically a 2100, a 2050 FM who's like retired with like an old FM. I drew a 20, oh, yeah, 2040 ish. I beat a 2200. I beat a Canada Master, so that was really cool because this guy was 2200. He never really applied for his Canada Master title, but I did be a Canada Master, so that was really really awesome. I this guy, oh yeah, this guy was like 2185, so legit only 15 points away from 2200. So legit, I beat a Canada Master, so that's a really good accomplishment for me. I then drew a 2057, which I felt like I could press there, but I was playing more psychologically, for time, etc. I should have like tried to just take all my time and not really rush the games. But again, I was just sick. I was just trying to play good chess, and against Chosen, legit, the guy from France, he just got super annoyed because every 5 seconds, every 5 minutes, or every minute, literally, I was just coughing and just like, like sniffing a lot. So he was like, "Put a mask on, man," like, bro, and it was, it was unfortunate. I legit had to like just stand every time I made a move and just cough somewhere else because I didn't want to get him sick. And then, in seventh round, I drew a 2100, which was really, really strong because I was in an inferior position, and we eventually get to a position that is knight and three pawns against, oh no, knight, three pawns, and rook against a pair of rooks and three pawns. And I somehow saved the position. It was a completely winning position, like +2. And unfortunately, I was able to salvage it, which was insane. And yeah, time pressure is really, it's hell to play with. And then against this 2100 again, I had good position. I just didn't want to play for more. I was trying to just hold the draw and go home, and I just simply did not evaluate the position as I should have, and that cost me the game. But to credit to him, he is a really cool guy. He's actually a friend right now of mine, from Ecuador. He played really well. We did all take a picture. Um, Let me just find this picture right here so I can just, you know, post it in the chat. It is a really really cool picture that I am super super glad to to uh to use. Let me just put the picture really really quickly. Let me just find the picture here. I need to edit it a little bit. Um, Give me a second. It is a really 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 good picture. All right, there we go. Nice. Back here. Boom. Okay, let me just get the picture right now really quickly. Okay, there we go. Bomb, bomb, and little pictures right here. Give me a second. Okay, there it is. There's the picture. Right, so there's a picture of the me and Anderson. Really, again, really, really cool guy. I was super happy to have played him. I did play him in Blitz. Really, really strong guy. And then there on the left, we do have a woman grandmaster. I forgot her name. Um, if I am, I know right here. I should say it really quick. It's Carla Serrano. So again, she's also an acquaintance of Anderson from Ecuador. Really, really good friendship they both have. Then here, this is the IM. This is international master Raul Claveri from Argentina. Really, really strong guy. I saw one of his games where he completely demolished an FM in I think under 20 moves, which was insane. I would have to look at the game. It was really, really strong. He only get +4 for the victory, but still, it is an amazing, amazing tournament that he played. So just gonna find the game really quickly. Bum, 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 bum. How many moves was it? It was 20 moves that he simply crushed his opponent. And I really want to show you guys how there's like the difference between you know, an FM and an IM. Like, look at this position. So this is a position from one of the games that Raul Clary played, or that Raul Clary played against an FM. His name was Juan Sebastian. He played knight e4. Yeah, so knight e4. He played it. And he played it after nearly an hour of thinking. Like I think like 45 minutes, something like that. Knight e4 with the idea that once you take on f1, I go queen h5, and here the best defense according to the engine is to go knight e5, but then after bishop h5, you have to just give up pieces, or do you have to give up pieces? Um, yeah, like you just have to give up pieces. Bishop f6, and I believe you have to give up pieces. And you just win the queen, but it's still that's the best defense. You have to give up pieces, but you're completely lost. And legit, the combination that Raul Claveri delivered was amazing. Queen h5. His opponent played bishop e7, thinking he could defend it, but now queen g6. And at this point, he probably thought, okay, it's gonna be a draw. You can't take the queen. Oh shoot, what did I do here? Sorry guys, let me just scroll right through. Blah 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 blah. You cannot take the queen because it's pinned due to the bishop on d5. And you probably thought, okay, check, queen h6 check, there, check. But no, knight to f6 check, kaboom. After bishop takes, bishop to e4, and there is no defense. Sorry guys. A little bit sick, but there is no defense after bishop to f6. And, bishop e4, just a cold-blooded move, just immediately it just kills the game. There is no defense, there is a mate there. He tried rook e8, but now there's bishop h7, and he resigned in 21 moves. Because of king h8, now just check, king g8, check here, and mate. What a game by Raul Claveri. Really, really nice game. And again, one last time, let's look at this picture. I'm super happy. It is the new year. I remember on the that was like the last day of the tournament. I was really upset. I was disappointed in myself for not being able to hold that game. But life happens. It does happen. At the end, however, I did win 52 points of Elo. Originally, it was supposed to be it was 56. I did lose like 4 points, but still 52 points of FIDE Elo, which is a lot. That will bump me up to I believe 1924 and or 1920s, something right there, like 1920s, and I am super super grateful that my Elo is improving. I will simply be looking forward a lot to this new year. I'll be making a lot more content on chess, and I simply just want to make you guys happy. I'll definitely be promoting more blitz, more etc. And also on the last day, like at my family's house, one of the people who were in my family, they're actually a barber, and like he was actually, we were both running in Colombia in the middle of the night trying to find hair products, etc. And luckily, we couldn't find the color I originally wanted. I wanted gray, but they didn't have any gray, so I decided between three colors, between dark blue, violet, or red. There was also green, but I didn't like it because it was light shade green. And in the end, I decided to pick red. And as you can see, the red. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I like the red. He gave me like this weird Colombian haircut, kind of like a mohawk in the back. Well, not really a mohawk, but like it just looks really funky. But yeah, I got this dye. I want to be like that one guy from Squid Game. I want to be like Gyun. From season one where he just empties out and starts to go into the airplane. Except my hair isn't really like anime red; it's just more like normal red. So, but whatever, it's fun. I basically returned as like a new person for New Year's Eve, and yeah, again, Merry Christmas. I hope you guys had happy holidays, and once again, hope you guys have a fantastic New Year. And can't wait to live more content. My goals for this year will again probably be I really want to get skinny. I want to just lose a lot of weight. I think that's the first thing what I need to do to be more healthy. Second thing is simply maybe hopefully I'll become an FM or a CM. I'll definitely be doing some more recaps of Feria in the following year, like this year right now, and yeah, just FM. I'll definitely try aim for Life Master, but I'm not really interested in UCF as much anymore. I just want to focus on video tournaments, increase my FIDE elo, and just get healthy, get skinny. And then hopefully next time when I return to Colombia, I'll be able to dye my hair gray as I originally wanted. But for the time being, I definitely dig this new red hair. So yeah, thank you guys for enjoying this recap. I'm really glad to have fans like you guys. And once again, Happy New Year's. Hope you guys have happy holidays, and I wish you all a fantastic new year. All right, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment or like, maybe share it with your friends, and yeah, Happy New Year's, guys. All right, take it easy. Peace. Let's Wizard out.